Welcome to my presentation on the importance of mental and physical well-being. The place at which I chose to do my internship was at BAPS Charities, which is a non-governmental organization in consultative status with the Economic and Social Councils of the United Nations. BAPS Charities is highly rooted in giving back to the community while simultaneously working with many individuals from diverse walks of life. I chose this place because I strongly believe in their values and their focus on the 5 key areas, which are community activities, educational services, environmental work, health and wellness initiatives, and humanitarian relief. BAPS Charities is a spiritual volunteer-driven organization which has many environmental protection and community preservation initiatives. It is dedicated to improving society through individual growth by fostering the Hindu ideals of faith, unity, and selfless service. BAPS Charities organizes annual events such as walkathons, health fairs, bone marrow drives, free clinics, and raises immense funds for sick kids and Princess Margaret Cancer Center. Coming from a double major in biology and biochemistry, I also wanted to leverage my passion for science and combine it with my passion to give back to the community. Hence, this was another reason why I was eager to intern with them, as I could contribute in a capacity that also allowed me to use my science background. This organization was a perfect fit as they have a wide range of outlets that I can channel my passion into. From environmental protection and preservation, health and wellness, and humanitarian relief, I had the opportunity to focus on the health and wellness component of their spirit of service and action. Thus, at this internship, I wanted to be able to combine my two passions and lead awareness seminars on the importance of physical and mental health. Currently, in the field of education, there are many approaches being taken in order to better equip teachers to cater to student needs or learner needs while simultaneously ensuring the well-being of the overall student. This includes their mental and physical health as well. I strongly believe that the physical and mental well-being of the child is just as important of instruction or teaching strategies. If educators help students make choices that are good for their overall well-being, it will inevitably contribute to their success in the long run. Throughout this internship, I was able to gain invaluable experiences on the strategies and techniques that I can leverage as an educator in order to oversee the well-being of my students in my classroom and promote it outside of the classroom in the community as well. Another big component is being culturally competent, which helps foster acceptance, respect, and a safe learning space for students. As a part of the seminars that were held during my internship, I was able to engage in a variety of ways in which the content that was delivered to the attendees benefited such that the benefits of engaging in mentally and physical healthy behaviors were prominent. The research question that I explored throughout my internship was how does the information presented at the mental and physical health seminars impact the goals that individuals or attendees set in order to better their lifestyles? The objective was centered around being able to analyze the ways in which raising awareness in mental and physical health can impact goal setting for the attendees, and I would be able to use this opportunity as a stepping stone to enrich my knowledge and understanding of various teaching practices outside of just the conventional classroom setting. Throughout my internship, there were many techniques and strategies that were used to help individuals set their personal goals such that it can improve their lifestyle. I personally was able to witness the way in which different methods of delivery helped many attendees set realistic and achievable goals so that they would follow through upon them once they had completed the seminars. One of the methods that were used during the seminars was a showcasing of statistics using real-life stories to reach into the understandings, emotions, and experiences of the audience. Another method that they were able to perfect was their ability to tailor the content for the audience depending on what stage of life they were in, their educational background, and their interests. For instance, when speaking to young adults, they try to cater the delivery to their interests. When speaking to elderly individuals, they had many options for remaining active, such as activity, yoga, and taking daily strolls. For younger adults, this was different because they could have more active alternatives such as biking, running, and taking the stairs or parking further away. Both were given the option to choose which seminar they would like to attend and what age group they would like to attend. There were no biases. For the mental health component of all age groups were encouraged to use a variety of mindfulness techniques, along with engaging in positive tone conversations with themselves and those around them. Using the literature, I used Gibbs model and Gibbs cycle, where I observed individuals that attended the mental and physical health seminars and analyzed how the information presented to them affected their goals. Once the seminars were completed, the goals were a reflection of what the attendees learned in order to work towards a healthier mental and physical lifestyle. Pertaining to my learning goal, the seminar allowed me to meticulously observe how the participants were feeling based on their reactions, notice them, and evaluate their current lifestyle such that I could further help them set goals that could improve their lifestyle and evaluate changes that they wanted to make to see them reflected in their goals. Importantly, the Gibbs cycle also comprises of an action plan of what can be done about a particular situation if it arises again. It was a great fit for my internship because the individuals would always be able to come back to this model and revisit their goals if they came to a crossroads or if they came to an obstacle, such that they would know what they needed to do because they had set that short and long-term goal as well. A lot of the strategies that were used during the seminar were used by various other scientists in literature, and this was reflected in the citywide campaigns that the scientists conducted, the workshops on public health they conducted, and the usage of assessment of broadcasting mental and physical health among educated individuals. From each piece of literature I pulled, there were many common underlying themes of being able to ensure that the individuals are able to take their mental and physical health into their own hands. This was achieved very successfully post the seminars, as most of the attendees that I observed and worked with had detailed goals, a short-term plan, a long-term plan, and they had an action plan as to how they would keep themselves accountable. The crux of goal setting relied heavily on SMART goal setting, where participants were encouraged to use SMART goal method to be accountable of the goals that they set. One interesting fact that I noted was that the more defined and the more details the goals were, the more likely it seemed that the participants were able to follow through, and the more likely it was that they were achievable. I was able to meet my success criteria of being able to follow up with individuals after the seminar, such that I was able to determine the kind of changes they wanted to make in their lifestyle. I was also able to connect and build positive rapports with the attendees, and I was able to broaden my repertoire of engagement to effectively engage with many individuals and on a wider age spectrum. I was also able to constantly self-assess and reflect on how the experience I have and was having can contribute to my teaching practice. In conclusion, this internship was extremely insightful for me, as I believe that it has given me a new perspective on the inner workings of the many factors and the many facets that contribute to shaping the minds of students that contribute to good overall mental and physical health practices. I believe that if this instruction is given in the classroom, it is beneficial to the students and they are able to do well academically and in all other aspects of their life. I believe this internship setting was able to enable me to become more culturally competent and undergo professional growth such that I can apply what I have learned here into my teaching practices as well. In a school setting, I would be required to work with various staff members, community members, and students from various walks of life. One of the greatest areas of growth for me pertained to deepening my understanding of the community around me and becoming more culturally competent, such that learning is individualized and self-directed in my classroom. I hope to design I hope to design a method of reflective self-assessment as I go through my classroom management and track my growth both as a teacher and a teacher candidate as a member of the community. At this internship, I had hoped to gain better skills and insights of the communities around me, and I do believe it is a continuum on which I will continually learn and be better equipped to cater to individual needs. Thank you.